Hello students, welcome to YouTube channel Vidya for Success. Dear students, in this video, let us study what is file, what are the different types of file and how to work with opening a file and closing a file. So, what is a file? Do we have to consider file for programming? Yes, of course. The reason is earlier we were programming, all the programming will be done in the RAM. That is, the program created using C++ editor will be setting up a particular file and the file will be preserved temporarily in the RAM. And the data used or the data generated after working with the program will be in the temporary nature. It will not be stored permanently. So what need to be done? If you want to store the data permanently, then you need to consider a file. So what is file? File is a basic unit of storage in which we will be storing logically related data. Okay, so what is file? File is a basic unit. It is a very basic important unit where we can hold permanent data. So what is the official definition for file we can consider? So a file which stores data pertaining to specific application for later use in a storage device is called as a data file. So in the file we will not be storing some unrelated data. We will be storing information or data related to a specific application. Okay, and they will be stored permanently. In files there are two different varieties. So the first one is referred as a text file and followed by the second one is binary file. So what do you mean by a text file? Nothing but a file in which we will be storing the data in the character format. What do you mean by character? Nothing but an ASCII format. Okay, so what is a text file? Text file is also referred as a ASCII file where streams of characters that can be sequentially processed. So how the text file is processed? The text file is processed sequentially. Nothing but the characters within the file, they are processed one after another in the forward direction. So for this reason, a text file is usually opened for only one kind of operation, either reading, writing or appending any one operation at a given point of time. So what is a text file? So it is a file that stores information in ASCII character first of all, and here in the text file each line is terminated by end of line character and entire file is terminated by the end of file character. Okay, so here the complete line, each line is terminated by end of line character or some delimiting character, or else the entire file here will be terminated by end of file character. Okay, so this is the thing with respect to a text file. And also the text file, it consumes a little more memory compared to a binary file. So now let us consider what is a binary file. So what is a binary file? So binary file is again a file in which data will be preserved permanently. But how the data will be stored here? Data will not be stored in ASCII format. Nothing but they will not be in user readable format. On the other hand, the data will be stored in terms of binary 0 and 1. Nothing but we user after opening that particular file, we cannot read it, we cannot understand. Only computer can understand it. So that's why they are referred as binary form. So what is a binary file? It is a file that contains information in the same format as it is held in memory. So how we are going to keep it in memory in the same fashion, that is in terms of 0 and 1, in the same fashion the data will be preserved in the binary file. And also in binary file there is no character or delimiting character which will be ending each line. So in a binary file no delimiters are used for a line, and that's why in case if there are no delimiters or no particular specific character ending the line, though, so there will be no need of translators, okay, or no translation happens here. So after having a knowledge regarding the two types of text files, text file and binary file, now let us understand how to work with the file. So in order to work with the file, we have to open it first of all. So after opening, either we can perform the read operation, write operation, append operation, any one. So first of all, we should understand how to open a file. So for that, we need to follow a particular syntax. So let us say that in a hard disk, we want to open a file. So in order to open a file, we have to follow a particular syntax or a particular method. So what are the different methods of opening a file? So there are two methods. The first method is using the constructor. nothing but we can open a file using constructor. Similarly, we can also open a file using open member function. Okay, please here notice here there are two methods. The first method is using constructor we can open a file. In the same way, we can also open a file using the member function open. Now let us understand how to open a file using constructor. So here, as you can notice here, within the hard disk we have opened a file by the name Charlie. In order to open it, we have used the concept of constructor. So what is the syntax? So syntax goes like this. First, for a particular stream, we will be creating one object. Which particular stream? In order to write contents onto the file, we will be using OF stream. In case if we want to read contents, then we will be using IF stream. So here first, in the syntax first, we will be referring to a particular stream. Here we have considered OF stream, nothing but we want to output on a file, opened file. So for the particular stream, we have created one object. Object is OF stream object here, that's the syntax. Within parenthesis, we will be referring to the file name within double quotation mark, and it will be terminated. Nothing but in future, if I want to work with this file, then I have to make use of the file stream object. For example, I would like to store certain values in the file Charlie. So that's why I will be using the stream OF. Nothing but I am outputting, I am writing certain contents. So for that, in order to send the stream, I will be using one object. What is that object? My object name is my file. OF stream my file, within parenthesis I am referring to the file name. Here the file name is Charlie. Okay, charlie.txt. txt is the extension, that is what? It is a text file, and it will be terminated. So what happens? So within the program, when I use this particular set of in statement or this particular instruction, then output stream will be created, and this output stream will be referred by the name my file. So okay, this further in future, this output stream, it will be referred by this particular name, that is my file. Using the my file object, that stream, I will be having a relationship or also contact with the file Charlie. Nothing but if I want to store any of the information in the file Charlie, then I can do it only with the help of my file object. Okay, so the my file object will send a sequence of bytes one after another into the file Charlie. So this is the syntax of opening a file using constructor. So what is the syntax? First we start with the stream name, followed by, for a particular stream we'll be considering an object, and within parentheses we'll be going with the file name. So this all happened with the at the time of writing contents. Now let us see what will happen at the time of reading the contents from an open file. So now I would like to read contents from a opened file. So then what should be the stream I need to go with? I will be using IF stream. Please notice here in the syntax I'll be using IF stream. What is the reason? Because I'm reading. Okay. So for the particular stream IF, I'll be creating the object, followed by I'll be referring to a file name from which particular file I need to read. So here in the example IF stream, the stream is referred by the name my file. My file is the object for this particular stream, and using this object I can read contents from the file Charlie. Okay, so the same operation what we were doing for outputting will be performed for inputting. Next, now let us understand what are the different ways of opening file using the open function. So you can open a file using constructor or using open function. So here we are understanding how to open a file using open function. So we can open a file for writing, reading, or for appending. Any of the tasks can be done here. So please notice here. Here the first of all the syntax is OF stream. For a particular stream we'll be creating the object. So this is the first step. Followed by this, as soon as you create object, the next thing is using the same object we will be opening a file. Okay, so how the way will be opening? Using the open function. Please notice here. So for first of all, in the first statement, we in the first line we have created an object for a stream OF stream. Using the same object, now we are calling the function open. Okay, as you can notice here, there is a period operator or dot operator. So object, OF stream object dot open function. Within the function, we will be using two arguments. The first argument is the file name in which we want to output the content, and here the second argument indicates the mode, in which mode we would like to open a file. So these are the different modes. We can open a file for reading, you can open it for writing, we can open it for at nothing but the at the end. Okay, and we can open it for app, that is append. Already there are some contents in the file, we want to add some more extra contents, then we can go with append app. Or else totally we want to open a binary file instead of text file, then we can go with this particular mode, iOS :binary. Okay, so you can choose any one of these modes. Still some more modes are available, but I am discussing only these following these modes. So what happens when you are opening a file using constructor, we will not be worried about the mode. But when you want to open a file using the open function, then two arguments are very much necessary. The first argument is the file in which you want to open or you want to work, and the second one in which particular mode you want to open a particular file. Okay, so what is the syntax here? OF stream, for that OF stream you will be creating an object, and using the same object, using dot operator, we will be using the open function. Now let us go through the example. So what is the example? First example, we will be opening a hippo file. Okay, hippo.txt. Hippo is a file name. We will be opening it. For what purpose we are opening? We are opening it for output purpose. That's why iOS :out. So before that, we need to create one object. So stream here is, since I want to output certain contents onto the file, I will be choosing OF stream. For the OF stream, the object name is my file, and using the same object, my file dot open, I am calling the open function. The open function works with two arguments. So here the first argument is the file name, comma, second argument is the mode in which I would like to work. Since I cannot go with iOS :in, because I am opening for output operation, I want to write, I am not reading, so I cannot go with iOS :in, I have to go with iOS :out. Okay. In case if you want to read certain contents, then I will be going with IF stream, followed by that particular stream I will be creating one object. Let the object be my file. You can choose any object name, but I am going with my file, followed by my file dot open. Let the file name is hippo. Okay, from the file what I am doing, I am reading, so that's why iOS :in. So these are the two examples which I have taken in order to explain how an open function is operated. Next, once a file has been opened, at some point of time before terminating the program, we need to close the file. So what is the procedure or syntax of closing a file? Already we know that a particular file can be operated only with the help of an object. So for a particular stream, we will be creating an object. Via the object, we will be handling the file operations. So here also, we will be considering the same file object, and we will be calling the function close, which will make sure the file is closed. So file object dot close function. In the previous case, I had an object by the name my file. Using the same object, I am closing the file. Okay, my file dot close. Why I am using object? Why I am not considering the file name? Reason is, for a particular file, there will be only one object attached. So if that object is closed, if nothing but if the object will be to say pointing to a particular file, if that particular direction or that particular association is broken, then you can aram se close the file. So same fact here also. So my file dot close. Okay, so within the program, if I use this particular syntax, my file dot close, nothing but I'll be closing the file for which there is an association between the my file and a particular file. Here in the previous example, there was an association between the my file object and the Charlie. So now this particular association has been broken down. Okay, nothing but which makes the file to be closed. Now let us understand what are the different modes in detail. Okay, so already I told you in the previous video that there are different modes. The following modes you can notice here in the table: iOS append, iOS append. What is this iOS double colon append? It means in case if you want to add data, extra data, already there is data in the file, same file I would like to open it up and I want to add extra few data into it, then I have to go with the append, where I have to append. So that will be stated, usually will be appending will be done at the end. So append to end of the file. iOS append, this particular mode is helped by which particular stream? It will be helped by OF stream. OF is output file stream. Okay, so the output file stream will support iOS append mode. Similarly, another mode is iOS in, nothing but if I want to read from an opened file, the read only mode, then I can go with iOS double colon in, and this mode is supported by IF stream. Next, iOS out, nothing but I want to open a file, onto an open file I want to write certain contents, I want to output, so that's why I'll be using this mode, open file, for writing only, and is supported by the OF stream. And the fourth mode is iOS double colon ATE, nothing but at the end. Okay, so what is the use of this particular mode? If you like to open a file for updating, in case if you want to update or else move the file pointer to the end of the file. Okay, there will be a concept called as file pointer. If you want to move the file pointer, either put pointer or get pointer to the end of the file, then that can be done easily with the help of the iOS ATE mode. Okay, this mode is supported by both the streams, IF stream and OF stream. And finally, the mode iOS double colon binary. In case if I want to open a binary file for input and output operation, then I can choose this mode. So both the IF stream and OF stream will be supporting the iOS binary mode. Okay, so here in this particular video we have studied what is a file, what are the different types of file, what is a what are the different methods of opening a file, and what are the different modes.